Club Calvi has a new book that'll put a smile on your face and uplift your spirit. It starts as a story about childhood pen pals suddenly separated. They were reunited years later by mysterious encounters in New York City involving paper flowers. The book is called The Incredible Kindness of Paper. Author Evelyn Skye joins us to talk about it. Congratulations on the book, Evelyn.
Thank you so much for having me. It's great to talk to you.
And you write about second chances at love and the power of kindness through the stories of two people, Khloe and Oliver. Tell us about them.
Khloe is a high school guidance counselor in New York City, and she loses her job. And so what she does is she writes herself a little pep talk on a yellow origami rose. But she loses that rose, and an elderly neighbor finds it. Inside, the neighbor reads that message. It is exactly what she needs. And so Khloe decides to start doing that and leaving these messages around New York. And then Oliver, her long-lost best friend in love from when she was a child, finds one of these roses, and that is how they reconnect.
You also write about loneliness, about how Khloe feels alone in New York, a city of millions of people. You said you came up with the idea after an Uber ride. Tell us.
So I got into this Uber and I was completely quiet, and the driver didn't talk to me. I didn't talk to the driver. And afterwards, I was so sad about it. And I felt really disappointed in myself. I realized that with technology, we have this ability to connect with people, but sometimes we turn inward. And so after that, I decided, I need to make this effort. Before I get into a car, I need to look at the name of the driver so I can say, "Hi, Mary, how are you doing? How's your day today?" Just take that second to recognize the humanness of the other person. And that was really the seed that started this story. It's so easy in a big city like New York to feel alone, even though you're surrounded by people. But it's those relationships that matter.
Oh, so true, Evelyn. And I really was interested in this whole idea of origami, the paper flowers, and using them as a way to connect to people and find community. You shared a video on Instagram on how to make them. And who taught you how to do this?
So the origami starts in my childhood. My grandmother, who lived in Taiwan, she would always make these beautiful origami cranes. And I only got to see her once a year, maybe every 2 years, because it was a big trip. But she would always bring these gifts for me and my brother. And it was just, there's so much love. And those little pieces of art crossed an ocean. And so that was the beginning of my love of origami. And I'm actually hosting an online virtual origami workshop for anyone who wants to join on Sunday, August 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can find information at evelynskye.com. I welcome anyone who wants to learn how to make these paper roses.
Oh, just so beautiful. Now, please tell me, because that you worked as an attorney for years, then decided to try writing. I mean, that's quite the transition. How did that go for you?
I have always loved books. I've been a huge reader ever since I was a kid. I was the girl who had the lights off, but then I'd have a flashlight under the covers reading after I was supposed to be in bed. And so I've always wanted to surround myself with stories. And so I became an attorney, and it felt like, I was good at it, but it wasn't my calling. So when I was on maternity leave with my daughter, I finally picked up a story again. And I thought, what? I think I want to give this a try. And I just fell in love with it. It is the best thing to be able to create worlds and connect with readers in something that I love as well.
Well, Evelyn Skye, it's been such a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much for taking some time for us. And the new book is called The Incredible Kindness of Paper.